After 11 seasons, the popular show Modern Family finally comes to an end. This was the show that set the model for ABC's comedy programming when it swept the nation. It was the beginning of the network's movement towards family comedies that can be enjoyed by people of all ages. Well, sure, other shows released at around the same time also helped, but this was the big one, and even now it's still the definitive ABC family comedy. It's probably going to be difficult for me to write anything new about the show because you all probably know about it. I mean, it's very popular and it's been on forever. I was in high school when the show started, and not even late in high school, but here it goes. It is from creators Stephen Levitan and Christopher Lloyd and follows three different families in a documentary style similar to that of The Office. It started out as a great sitcom that I'd watch with the family. It had interesting characters, relatable storylines, and of course lots of great humor. But of course, like most shows that are on for that long, it can't keep up that level of quality forever. Over the years, it eventually fell victim to certain trappings of sitcoms that are running out of ideas. Especially those that focus heavily on child actors since they, grow up. I don't think it ever relied too heavily on the cuteness of the kids, but apparently a lot of people thought it helped. At some point they actually did bring in another younger kid into the cast. He wasn't as charming as they probably hoped. Which I guess brings us to the finale. It wasn't bad. I mean, I think people really only expect finales to be either amazing or terrible, but this is somewhere in between. Kind of like the finales for Friends or The Office. It wasn't as satisfying as the end of Breaking Bad, but also not as depressing and infuriating as How I Met Your Mother. It had plenty of laughs and a few tears. I'd say it was at least a step up from the usual later episodes. So this is the end of an era. This show may have gone on a little longer than it should have, but it still went off on a fairly high note. And thus I say goodbye to a show that I sort of grew up on.